This billion-dollar company started because two broke guys couldn't pay rent. But no one knew that their tiny apartment and 3 cheap air mattresses were about to change how the whole world travels. In 2008, in San Francisco, rent was due, and Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia were flat out broke. A design conference was coming to town, every hotel was sold out, and they were staring at a bill they couldn't pay. They had no investors, no safety net, and no plan. Just panic and an empty living room. Then came the ridiculous idea. What if they turned their apartment into a tiny bed and breakfast with air mattresses on the floor? They bought a few air beds, took some photos, and put up a simple website, Air Bed and Breakfast. For a small fee, strangers could sleep in their living room and get breakfast in the morning. Every normal person thought this sounded insane. Let complete strangers sleep on your floor. Who would trust that? Who would even book that? But then something wild happened. Bookings came in. People who couldn't find hotel rooms for the conference saw their listing and took the risk. Guests showed up, slept on those airbeds, shared breakfast, and actually loved the experience. It was cheap, personal, and way more memorable than a generic hotel. That one desperate weekend proved a crazy truth. People were willing to stay in strangers' homes if they felt safe, welcomed, and connected. Brian and Joe realized this wasn't just a way to pay rent. It was the seed of an entirely new kind of travel. They doubled down. They brought in a third co-founder, Nathan Blecharczyk, refined the site, and focused on trust, photos, reviews, and design. Slowly, more hosts joined. More guests booked. Cities, countries, and eventually the world started opening their doors. The broke founders with Airbed story turned into millions of listings in almost every country on Earth, from tiny city studios to tree houses and castles. The company born out of a rent crisis, 3 air mattresses, and a "this is crazy but" idea became Airbnb.